Hey, I'm about to.
Sean,
You
what
want me
you
to
think,
read you
Sean?
what Steph did
What
versus
you think?
Cade?
You done
you
hooping in college. You're a professional hooper. What you think, bro?
To be honest, right now, it's no debating. Cade is not better than Steph right now. If I'm a GM, if I'm a GM, of course I'm gonna take Cade. But let's not act like the Pistons roster all around isn't better than the Warriors roster. The Warriors don't have a good roster.
Good point.
We can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
I agree 100%, honestly.
Right now, yeah.
Right now, kids having a better season than Steph, bro. We gotta call a spade a spade.
I'm a Draymond fan. Like I love Draymond's not. He's washed now. A lot of the players on the Warriors, they're not actually good right now. They have good names, like the name brand is there. But when you compare it to the Pistons players, like the Pistons roster is a good roster. And I don't want to take it from Cade.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't agree with that. I don't think the Pistons roster is better than the
I'm
Warriors.
telling you, they have better role players.
If we go player for player, I don't think Pistons have a better roster than the
But that's
Warriors.
the thing, though. Like, it's not just player for player that'll determine better roster. It's like fit around your best player that determines better roster.
Right. And I still don't think the roster is better.
I mean,
Bro, the second best player is Tobias Harris. Hey, he's not better. He's not better than.
Tobias is the second best player, but if you watch the games, you'll know that Tobias is not the second best player on the team.
Well, I mean, if you look at the numbers, he putting up the second best numbers.
Oh, so you just look at numbers. You don't watch the games?
I mean, what criteria can we? I watched the game, but I'm saying, what else can we go by? Like, what
That's
else there can we?
That's why I started by saying I'm going based on what I'm seeing. Of course, you can bring up the numbers, but again, the numbers are just, they'll prove whatever you want it to prove on any different day. That's why, at least if you talk about like, oh, this is what I'm seeing, this is what I see, then I could actually argue with you. But if you're talking about numbers, the number argument can change every day.
Yeah, but like we talking about right now, though, like that's what I'm talking about. I mean, like if we go by what you see, it could be subjective to anything. Like I can see different than you. So the only factor that we have that we can judge it by is probably the best could be the numbers.
It's not though. It's what you
Even
see,
if
like.
we look at
That's
even if we look at numbers,
you
though.
watch games like the Olympics, for example, Steph had an incredible roster around him. We saw what he could do, and he has a good roster around him. I don't think Cade could be at the same level of Steph was in that scenario with the incredible roster around him. So who's the better player?
I mean, Steph numbers still good right now. It's just the team struggling, but his numbers still good.
I mean, but when we compare it to regular Steph numbers, it's not really what it's supposed to be.
Because a lot can go into the age. He's aging.
The roster is not good anymore. It's not a good fit around.
That's true though.
But I'm not saying that. But I'm saying that's a better. They just added Dennis Schroeder to that roster too. I think that roster is better than the Pistons roster.
But if you're watching the games, you'll know that they've been way worse since they've added Dennis. So saying they added Dennis is not necessarily saying a good thing. You see what I'm saying?
I don't know.
So you think they've still been good since they've added Schroeder?
No, they probably hasn't been good. But I'm saying I don't think the Pistons has a better roster than the Warriors.
I think they're built better on Cade. I think so. And it's not shitting on anybody because they're both having crazy seasons, but we can't say Cade is better than Steph right now. If we're being serious, we can't say that. Because we all know if it's Game 7 in the playoffs and we have the option between those two, we all know who each other is taking. It's not even a question.
I don't know if I can agree to that.
What? Niggas smoking. I don't know what y'all smoking in Michigan, Donald. What the hell they smoking?
Hey,
I'm even taking De'Aaron Fox over Cade. I'm taking De'Aaron Fox over Cade, bro.
Hey, bro. Shy, is that your name, bro?
Yeah.
Oh, nice to meet you, Salo, bro. Hey, you said you all know in a Game 7, basically, you say that to imply in a do or die game, you're like, we all know who we're gonna choose over Steph, like Steph, between Steph and Cade, right? But
just those two, yes.
Yeah, like in a do or die.
He hasn't played well in the finals in Game 7. That's what you're gonna say, right?
No, I'm a big Steph fan. I ain't gonna say no ignorant shit like that. No. That's not the angle I was going at. Like I said, when I was making these comparisons between the two, I'm not judging them on a historical basis. I'm just talking about present moment and moving forward. Like, let's say, like starting today and the next 2 years, 2 NBA seasons, who I would rather have. But you said that. But last year, Steph played in a do or die game in the play-in game versus Sacramento Kings that wasn't even all that special in a game that Clay
Can't
had
do
0 points.
that. You can't say that about the Kings though.
No. And that
Nah,
do or die
the
game.
Kings are nice. The Kings are nice.
No,
Kings
yeah,
are a good team, and especially last year, I think they were playing really well at the end of the season, if I
They
remember
were, they
correctly.
were, they were.
And the
I pick
Warriors
that game.
towards
I
that.
already picked King to win that
okay.
game.
So in that game, I don't even think Steph Curry ended up with 11 points. They had him
Oh, that's
on
not fair enough.
shutdown the whole game. And also, you brought up the point with Team USA. Like, we saw what
Yeah.
Steph did. Yes, he did very well in those final 2 games. Leading up to that, what the fuck was Steph doing?
I mean, we could say the same about most of the players though. Leading up, it's about finding the rhythm though. Cause
LeBron James was consistent night in, night out, and Kevin Durant, when he was out there and healthy, was whatever. And I'm not taking that to take anything away from Steph. My whole thing is the Steph we see right now isn't the Steph of old, meaning Steph has regressed more than like those other players because those other players have physical attributes that he don't have. Steph can still shoot, but he has problems creating off the dribble with the ball in his hands. He has problems getting space. His handles isn't as crazy as he's not as quick as he once was, so he's not really beating players off the dribble like that. That's why he has more 2 point games, 10 point games, and games where you're like, what the fuck, Steph can't even get me 10 points tonight. And like he's older
yeah,
now.
no,
Cade
I,
is just entering into his prime. Like he's not even entering into his prime yet. Because he's what, 23, but Cade is ascending, is what I'm
yeah,
saying. And at the level
no,
right now he's at, Cade doesn't need an offense built. Steph needs a special type of offense and playmakers around him that can get him the ball to him in his spots. He's not really like give the ball like how you could do a
no,
Luka,
no,
let's
no, no,
say.
no. See,
Go crazy.
that's where you got it. No. That's where you got it messed up is because Steph is the one that he makes the system a system. Like he
I
like
understand all of that. The system is based off Steph shooting and gravity and all that other stuff. I understand that. But
That's fine.
Steph
Thank
needs
you.
a supporting cast around him that plays a
Thank you.
certain way and is looking for him. He's not just a guy you could just give the ball to and say, Steph, go ISO the whole game. That's not Steph Curry. He needs people
but
around
that's
him
the thing. Though.
with maybe high IQ players.
That's never been Steph though.
I
That's never been.
understand that.
Steph.
I understand that. And sometimes
Why
as
we
a
have
number
to do
one,
that, man?
sometimes the
Yeah.
number one is just the person who creates the best on ball. And what I'm saying is on ball, like just giving the ball to you and tell him go run the offense right now. You gotta say Cade. He's just a better on ball. He
Well, I
doesn't
mean,
need these players around him that need to be able to pass the ball and know how to look for Steph in certain spots. He don't need all of that. You could just give him the ball and say go.
hold on. No one's taking away with that, but to get to that point, you're saying like, oh, if we play this one way, then he's better that way. That doesn't really make sense though,
No,
because you
it's
can
not
say
that we
like
play. I'm saying
that
that's
takes
how traditionally that's how traditionally the NBA players like superstars and stuff, that's how they usually go. The best on-ball creator would have the ball in their hand
no,
majority of the
no,
game
no,
and
no,
create
no,
space.
no, no,
But
no, no.
Steph
That's
is
not
a
true.
unique. Steph is the only one
That
where they play
really
a different
started
type of
that.
offense. Every
The
other
player
team
that
just
really
gives the ball to
started
their
that,
best player.
I had the ball all game. The one that really started that was James Harden.
Hey, bro, I'm
Before
not saying
that,
you
it
got the
was
ball all game. I'm saying most of these other superstars are players that are one-on-one based. They're ISO players. Give me the ball. Whoever's guarding me just can't do nothing with me. You're going to have to help. That's not Steph. Typically, if you keep a guard on Steph Curry, who's an athletic guard and can move, they can. You're not going to be forced to run doubles at him on no crazy level. Off the pick and roll, yes, but in isolation, ISO one on one, no, it's not like that. He's not unguardable to
what?
that effect
Yeah,
like some of these
yeah.
other players. And in this instance, we're talking about Cade. Yes, Cade is a bigger body and can get to his spots, and he's
That's what.
throwing 9.3 assists. That's just what it is.
But I'm not really under like what are you're saying if they play this one way, Cade is better than Steph if they play that one way.
If they play the traditional way, traditionally, it's not an offense is just gonna be having to look for you off ball all
No,
fucking game.
if you're really
That's not how it goes.
traditional is you have two bigs, you have a center,
I'm
you
not
throw the
talking
ball.
about traditional spots. I'm talking about how superstars play make. That's what I'm talking about. So most superstars are on-ball creators. They're not off-ball players. What besides Steph Curry? Who else is an off-ball player, superstar in the NBA, or even all-star at that? Besides Steph,
That's why they always say Steph changed the game.
Yeah,
He's not like any other superstar we've seen.
yeah, you got to guard him off the ball. That's what make him harder to guard.
yes, yes. What I'm saying, yes, but he's harder to guard off-ball because you know his teammates is looking for him, and the offense is based around you better be looking for Steph or you're getting benched. Most of the time, these players get the ball and they're going. They're not
doing that in the last two games.
You said what?
I said, was Team USA doing that in the last two games?
I mean, if Steph is hitting shots, you're going to keep feeding him and looking for him. Yes, he's the world's best shooter. So, yes, they're inherently going to do it because it's Steph Curry shooting the ball. So, if they see Steph hit one, they're looking for him every time down. Of course. Why not? He's the best shooter of all time. It's just inherent for you to be looking for him because you know how he played and you've seen the success he's had and you respect his work. So, in a Team USA setting, yes, because you can't give Steph the same attention off ball.
Let me ask you that question. Do you think Cade will ever be an unanimous MVP in the league?
I'm not here saying that Cade Cunningham is better than prime Steph Curry or will be better than prime Steph Curry. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just talking about where they are currently.
Even currently, he's only averaging 2 more points than Steph, and we're saying this is Steph. He playing bad right now. He in the slump.
He's not playing bad. He's older. He's not that he's playing bad.
No,
his numbers is only going to continue to decrease because he's older.
I disagree with that, bro. I feel like
you disagree with the fact that he's 36, turning 37. What's to disagree with?
But despite his age, if he had a better roster, he would play better. That's a fact, bro. You gotta account for that. The nigga team suck. They not playing well.
It's not like Cade Cunningham has an exponentially better roster than Steph Curry. That is not the case. Steph Curry got a bunch of niggas that played in big games and hit shit.
It's about how the roster is built around you, though. No one's saying it's way like his players. Like the Warriors might have better named players than the Pistons roster, but I'm saying the way the rosters are built. Cade has the ball all game.
Yeah, facts.
So of course you can't. That's why you can't even talk about numbers all the time because it's inflated. It's inflated for certain players that have the ball all game. The one exception to that is Joker, and you can say Luka. The rest of it is like if you have the ball all game, of course you're gonna have all the stats. And why are we comparing it to a guy that we know is not ball dominant? We know that his buckets. His assists are even going to come with him not having the ball.
Yeah.
So why that's why the stats comparison when you're comparing to a player like Steph is like, it don't make sense to me. Because it's not the same type of comparison.
I just feel like even in a regress moment like right now, in the next 2 years, Steph gives me a better chance of winning a championship than Cade.
Nigga, in the next 2 years, Steph isn't making fucking playoffs. Like, what are we talking about championship for? Why are we even talking about championship? Steph's not even gonna make playoffs.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna do that championship situation with Steph, but I shut it over with, bro.
No, like he still got a better chance than fucking Cade.
Cade will, in the next 2 years, Cade will have way more playoff success than Steph Curry.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't do that.
At least he gonna be in that bitch.
Cause look, it just needs to be one trade, and all of a sudden, now that situation looks a lot better.
Hey, who do you think in the next 2 years will have more playoff success between Cade Cunningham and Steph Curry?
Yeah, I have to say Steph.
Hey.
So you saying that's implying Steph Curry is going to be playing in the playoffs. That's what you're saying.
Yes, that's exactly what he's saying.
So you're saying Steph Curry is going to the playoffs this year.
I'm not saying he's going anywhere. I'm just saying that I would guess that he had more than Cade. That's what I said.
How is he gonna have more? How can you guess he's gonna anticipate he's gonna have more playoff success than Cade when we all know Steph isn't even gonna be in the playoffs, especially
This is all
number one
on.
high. Hey, David, we can hear you.
This is all based on. This is all based on the level I think they could both be at. Obviously, Cade's team, and they're in the East, they probably have an easier road to the playoffs. No one's arguing that. I'm just saying, though, I'm going to put my money on Steph. Right now, based on what I've seen, my money's on Steph. I don't know why. That's just what I'm going to do, though. Until the time comes when it's really, this nigga is really washed. Until then, my bread's going to be on Steph.
I agree.
I like it. It's nice.
Until then. Because we even like that first playoff experience is so important for a player. Cade don't have that yet.
You don't.
And you already talking about Cade like he passed LaMelo. Is Cade past LaMelo?
Fuck no.
Yes. There's no way he's past LaMelo. There's no way. We talking about Cade like he on Steph level? That's crazy.
Bro, this nigga Salo would say anything.
What about
when you like a player?
Game don't you like?
Bro, nobody's.
I never said Cade was better than Steph. I just said this year Cade's having a better season than Steph. That was my argument. Right now, in 2025, Cade's season is better than Steph.
I can respect that. But I can't respect the other shit.
That's valid. I thought it was better player. That's what I heard. I heard better player.
What is LaMelo?
I don't think Cade will ever be a better player than Steph. He will never be a better player than
right now. I'm even just talking about right now, this exact moment today. I don't think he's better than Steph.
He's not better than Steph. Yeah,
right now he's performing better than Steph. We can't take that away from him.
But is he performing better, making you better than okay. It's so many. If we use football as an analogy, right? It's so many people having better seasons than Mahomes. But you're not gonna tell me Josh Allen better than fucking.
Great analogy, great comparison. Beautiful.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't think I don't think people would say that Cade is a better player than Steph.
No, that's what
they're saying. That's what they're saying.
That's what they're saying.
I think they mean that he's a
No. He doesn't mean that.
No.
Solo mean.
Yeah,
he said that Cade is better than Steph right now. Like right now, we're talking about who's a better player. Cade is. That's what he said.
And I disagree with that one. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I disagree with that.
Nigga, even Stevie, nobody agree with that shit.
Nigga, do I look like I be giving a fuck what niggas agree with? Nigga, I know what niggas.
That's how it should be. You gotta have your own. Your own.
I'm like, nigga, I know it's not the popular opinion, nigga. I don't care about.
No, it ain't gotta be the popular. I mean, I'm stating what I'm stating. It ain't gotta be the popular opinion. But that shit, nigga, nobody's saying that shit.
This is what it is. Steph, give me Cade Cunningham right now in the next 2 seasons. Include if we're talking right now in next 2 seasons, give me Cade Cunningham over Steph Curry.
Okay, I got a question. I got a good question then. So, with the Warriors team right now, do you think they would be better if they had Cade instead of Steph right now? Would they be better?
What?
Okay.
Yes,
they would be better.
They would be better.
Salu, you have to know this nigga been in the league for how long? 4 years. Cade been in the league for 4 years. Did he take that fucking team to the playoff ever yet?
Is Steph about to take this year's?
No, that's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you. Nigga, let's stick to the topic. Did this nigga take a team?
About right now, when he says right now, he's talking about making a swap. So we're talking right now, present moment, from wherever we're at right now to the season, to the end of this regular season. Yes, we're not talking about.
No, what I'm saying, yeah, you're right. What I'm saying.
Solid. Now, I'm down it before you finish. The AFC in the Western Conference right now is 21-18. That's the Timberwolves. The Warriors are 19-20. They can make the playoffs. So I don't know even what folks talking about.
Right.
You're saying Warriors not making the playoffs?
And bro, who even knows if Steph is gonna be on the Warriors by the end of the season, bro?
Hey, time out. Did dude say Warriors isn't making the playoffs?
No, that's not what.
No, I said that. I said
they have a chance.
I said the Warriors are 2 games behind the fucking the eighth seed.
Yeah, okay, yeah, and I'm saying Warriors will not be playing in the playoffs this year.
And I can I can say the same thing though. I can say the same thing because being the AC doesn't mean you in the playoffs. You still gotta go in the play-in.
Yeah.
So they might not be in the playoff too. So they might not be in the playoff.
Even the 7th seed. Even the 7th seed.
So David, you agree Warriors will not be in the playoffs?
I'm saying if he's saying the Warriors might not be in the playoff this year, I also can say that Cade and them might not be in the playoff because they're not in the playoff yet.
I'm saying,
Where are the Pistons right now?
The 8th seed.
They the 8th seed.
The bottom of the fucking.
They 21 and 19, twin. They 21 and 19.
And the East is way worse though. Like,
Yeah.
Bro, like
you playing more East teams, like naturally your record should be a little better.
The Pistons gonna have to play the Hawks. The Pistons gonna have to play the Hawks or the Bulls, bro.
I'm gonna look.
Playing.
That Cade never ever took that team to the fucking player ever in his fucking career. This year might be his chance to do it. It's not even in yet. Like, Sato, you the same nigga that told me that Steph and them was about to win the final this year.
Hey, Detroit Pistons is 21 and 19, 8th seed. Warriors 19 and 20. They're the 12th seed. They're not even in the fucking play-in bracket.
No, but I'm saying he's saying that they could make it because the way
they 2 games behind,
yes.
bro.
If you look at the 6th seed and even the 6th seed, like the record is not that much.
In the standings right now, what I'm saying is, I'm looking at the standings right now. Warriors is the 12th seed.
Yeah. Anunji, my friend.
They're the 12th seed.
No,
So look, he's saying that's what he's saying, that they're not too far behind from the 11th, the 10th, the 9th, or the 8th seed. They're not that far off.
Exactly.
But
Bro, the Lakers are the 7th seed right now. They have 20 wins.
The difference is the teams in front of them been playing better basketball than Golden State.
Yeah, but that's great.
For sure.
But they still got more games to play. Can you tell us the future? Can you tell us the future?
Golden State at some point will damn near think, should we start tanking? That's what I'm telling you.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Steph to get traded.
Right now, where we're headed, Golden State is going to be thinking. They were already talking about it'll be a stupid idea
right now.
They were already reports coming out, and Steve Kerr and Draymond and them came out and addressed it about it would be a stupid idea if they were to go all in right now and say, let's try to win now like that. It basically is not a good idea, and that they're not going to pull that direction.
Okay.
So the next direction that's going to come, especially as the season is going where they're continuously losing games, is if we're at the 12th seed, should we start tanking? That's damn near where these niggas is headed.
Okay, so okay, but they didn't come.
So when we're talking about making that, when we talk about making that swap, I'm like, damn, how much worse can it fucking get when you're already contemplating tanking due to the fact that your shit.
Wait, who said that they should tank? Who said that they should tank?
Only better.
This nigga think he make it. Who said that they should tank? Who said that? Who made that statement?
What, nigga? They're 12th seed. You gotta.
No, I'm saying who made that statement? You thought you made that statement. So look, I just let you talk. I'm just saying who made that statement. Just answer my question. Who made that statement?
You can make certain assertions based off other shit.
So you're right, brother. You're right. Who made the statement?
Okay,
I'm gonna let him answer this. Who made the statement? Who made that statement that they should tank?
Nah. Look. I don't think he's saying anybody made the statement.
No, he did. He said somebody was talking about it. He said somebody said that. He said somebody said that. It was stupid if they.
I thought it was based on.
No.
I never fucking said somebody said that.
No, you say. Okay, what did you say? Repeat what you said.
I not once said somebody said that.
Okay,
but
I'm saying no. What did you say? You said that somebody said. You said that it would be stupid for them to go.
You got so gung ho on that point, bro. Okay, you got it.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, you're making a point. So I shouldn't attack the points that you're making. I should just go along with the shit you're saying. What the fuck?
That's not it. You picked up.
No, because I was trying to go somewhere with the whole point that you made. I'm trying to go somewhere with the whole point you made. I let you make your whole point, but now I can make my point based on what you said. What the fuck? What type of shit? So you don't want me to respond to what you said by asking you who said that, so I can make my point further. Like what?
For you to. So
look, what did you say? I'm asking you a question. What did you say?
Okay, when you said who said that, I'm like, okay, he clearly don't get where.
No, I understand what you're saying. It doesn't make sense for them to go all the way with this. They're in the 12th seed. It doesn't make sense trying to say, oh, let's go all the way.
Okay, so let me answer.
So I understood what you said though, but I'm asking you a question you don't want to answer. Like that's crazy.
You said who said that. So it's like clearly you don't understand, because if you're asking me who said that when I never verbalized that someone said
Okay,
that, then
okay.
it's like,
I might have misheard. Okay, I'm saying, what
saying?
did you say? Repeat it, because I heard something about
Okay,
it doesn't make any sense.
okay.
No. I'm gonna let you talk. You made your whole statement. I'll let you talk. You overtalk people a lot, Solo. All I'm saying, you said something, and I'll let you talk. And you mentioned something. I might have misheard or whatever. You said something about it would be stupid them being at the UFC going all the way, so it makes sense to tank. I thought you said that somebody had made that statement or whatever, that it would be stupid for them to do that, unless you were saying that's what you were saying. That's all I'm asking. Can you clarify that for me?
Oh, okay. No. Nobody said that. That was
What was said? Because I thought I heard you said somebody said that, but what did you say?
Oh, okay.
I'm just need clarification. You going to attack?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the article too, or whatever, and like the little video. But so basically, what was said was, Golden State recently, because the NBA trade deadline is coming up, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the NBA trade deadline coming up, a lot of teams are contemplating moves, because it's like at this point of the season, you can tell sort of what your trajectory is. Like, would you agree to that?
Yes.
Okay, so a lot of teams know, like, I probably got enough to contend right now as is, or man, we not good enough. We need to make some moves, and we can possibly get into that upper tier bracket. Mm-hmm. Or it's other teams that's like, yo, we not contending this bottom half. We just gonna play this bitch out, and shit. If we're at the bottom half of the conference, it's better off we tank, because we can potentially get a higher draft pick that can come in and make an impact and probably help change this franchise. Like,
yes, I understand all of that, right?
You understand that? Okay.
Yeah. So again,
okay.
You just
okay.
Let me. I'm gonna let you finish.
That.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when you're done.
Okay. Okay. No. Okay. So what you're saying, you understand that. So what the reports I actually was talking about was reports that came out yesterday, and it was even stuff circulating today, where basically Golden State, it was Draymond, Steph, and Steve Kerr that all came out and basically was talking about the franchise shouldn't pull a move to try to like.
So we just Mo, you here? We just did a podcast on that. Steph talking about the whole. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not like I don't understand what you're saying. I clearly understand from the beginning. I just needed clarification. You just jumped the gun. So what I'm saying, the report came out, right? So when a report usually come out, they get the information from wherever camp. I don't know who would a report. I wish I can pull up the report. Let me see, because we just did a podcast on that. So what I'm saying is, you say them being at the 12th seed.
I think I know the one you're talking about. It's just basically saying that you shouldn't trade your future away.
Yeah,
play right now, but that doesn't mean you're not gonna make any trade though.
Yeah,
that just means you're not gonna make a bad trade. That's all.
Good point. So you saying that right now they're tanking, so they're probably not gonna try to go for a run to make it to the playoff.
So
like, it doesn't make sense to do that.
So okay, so with us understanding all that stuff, my point was, if you're not about to make that trade, right, that you were discussing or whatever, to go for it all, because you have a Steph Curry on your team. Typically, you have championship expectations when Steph is on your team, because Steph don't have that long to play. He's already said it, So with that, they're like, okay, should we go for it all right now or not? And with them basically coming out saying, no, it's not smart to go for it, because there's nobody we could go get that will make us a contending team. So what's the next option from there? Can someone deduce from that, like, okay, if they're not going to go for it, then where do they go? What do they do at that point? Because
I think I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think they're saying that they're not going to go for it.
Because out of all the teams that's in front of them, like I said, they're the ones regressing. They're 12th seed and only playing worse. Those other teams are playing better basketball than them and gelling more. So it's like, okay, with the other teams ahead of
that's not true. That's not true.
How is that not true when you go when you go look at
they're literally
look at the standings, right? Golden State right now hold on, let me go. They're on a 2-game losing streak, right?
Bro, look at the records, not the standings. Look at the records.
Okay, look at this. Golden State is on a 2-game losing streak. San Antonio, which is the 11th seed right now, just won 1 game versus they just beat LA, so they're on a 1-game win streak. Phoenix Suns have won 3 straight. Sacramento Kings have won 7 straight, and Timberwolves have won 1 straight. So the 1, 2, 3, 4, the 5 teams ahead of them, 1, 2, 3, 4 actually, my bad. The 4 teams ahead of them are all on win streak or just multiple like 7-game, 3-game win streak. They're playing better
basketball. The Lakers are not. The Lakers are the 7th seed and they're playing worse than all the teams you just
but
mentioned.
The Lakers is the 7th seed. I said
bro.
That's why we have to look at records. You're talking about seeding, but there's only 2 games. Some of these teams have 19 wins. Some of them have 21 wins. That's not a very different. That's the same record. Damn near. That's the same record. It's not like a huge difference that we're talking about where it's like, oh, they're the 12th seed and they're the 9th seed and they're 6 games behind. Of
course, it's not a big difference, but like I said,
if you also look at the Warriors, Go. Sorry.
No, you can go ahead. My bad. I've been talking.
I'm saying like if you also look at like the last couple games the Warriors have, the way they're playing right now, I think they tank a lot of those games.
Okay, great. So my point is, right? So look. At the end of the day, Cade Cunningham and his team, they're at the 8th seed, right? So they still got to go to play to make the playoff. They might make it, they might not make it. Steph, they're in the West. They're the 12 seeds. They're not too far away from the 8 seed, which or 9 seed or 10 seed that can still get them in the play-in game. Maybe make it or maybe not make it. Because at the beginning of the season, we had a conversation. He said, "Oh, Steph and them, they're probably going all the way." I said, "Hell no." They started the season because you remember we was doing all the report on games. Steph Curry and them were like number 1 or number 2 in the West. They started 12-3. So now the shit got
killing at the beginning of the year.
Shit got hot. And, it's not going well. Whatever. Buddy Hield was playing really good, so we thought the change was really here. So now that it's not working, the trade deadline, they're gonna go out there and try to get something that makes sense without giving away.
They're gonna make a play. They're gonna make a move.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna go and just give out like that's what Steph's saying. Yo, we should make any crazy. I'm looking at the report right now. Stephen Curry ways the Warriors should make desperate move. So I understand that. So not to make any desperate move, but you're gonna go out there and try to get a better player or a good player to come assist you with Steph, because at the end of the day, Steph legacy is Steph legacy. Steph is not the type of player that, I don't want to go in the playoff. Let's just tank. You know what I'm saying? He's Steph. So that don't make any sense. Right. So I would suggest don't go do something.
When you look at the West.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even when you look at the West too, like OKC, they're OD. We all know that. After OKC, it's kind of like Denver and Dallas. Those are 2 good teams, of course, but it's kind of like even across the pack to me. At least to me, I don't see any teams that's really like, oh, these teams is way better than that team. From like 2 to 10, 2 to 11, it's like a bunch of teams that are kind of in the same category. Yeah, so it's like you can't give up on the season right now. Yeah, you can't not make moves right now.
Hey, so Warriors next games: Timberwolves, Wizards, Celtics, Kings, Bulls, Lakers. Not too bad. We'll revisit this conversation. We'll see how they do. We already Wizards. They better beat Wizards. Timberwolves. They're probably gonna lose that. Celtics. That's a loss. Kings. That's a loss. Bulls. We'll see. Lakers. That's a loss.
Oh.
So anyway. But we about to see, we're going to revisit this conversation very soon, and we're going to see where Warriors at, and we're going to see if it's out the realm for them to potentially consider fucking tanking. But
yes.
We'll
just because you say aggression.
If they tank, they're trading Steph if they're tanking. I promise you that.
Yes.
They're not going to keep Steph on the team.
Why the fuck would I be there and just not go to the playoff? I'm Steph. Like,
there's no way.
Hey, David.
We're at least going to try.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, hey, you can say what you want to say, and you were saying all this stuff about.
Hey, do you remember? Hey, I think niggas forget how Kobe went out. Kobe hated losing.
My nigga, Kobe couldn't hit the fucking rim.
My nigga was hurt.
He couldn't hit the fucking rim. The rim, nigga.
Kobe was hurt his last.
Kobe couldn't hit the fucking rim.
Hey, Mama dropped 60 his last game. Rest in peace.
He took 60 shots. He took like 60 shots.
That's the GOAT.
Hey, yo, Mama like that. You feel? And you know what I hate about this? It ain't even like, you know how big of a Steph fan I am. So it's not even like I'm like, oh.
It's not about a fan. We're talking about his team performance.
I mess with Steph heavy. It's just I know I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm like, okay, this is gonna get ugly.
Yo, Salu, you have bad predictions too. I know that you have bad predictions.
Salo, I ain't gonna lie. I can hear a little biasness in Detroit favoring your voice, because I can hear that a little bit because you from Detroit.
Oh, bro, that ain't even little.
This nigga from Detroit. This nigga's from Detroit.
Yeah,
I get it now.
Hey, bro.
I'm like, who's a Cade fan? I've never heard of anybody talking about I'm a Cade fan. I never heard it. It makes sense now.
Yeah, I'm from the D, man. So it's like,
Hey,
I agree. It probably some biasness to that or whatever. Yeah, that's for sure. I can understand. Yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, it's also me being realistic with Steph has been my favorite. I mean, Steph, I mess with Steph heavy, bro, like literally. But it's just like I know what it is. Like I'm not gonna be like, I'm not saying all time Cade is ever gonna touch Steph. I think Steph is top 5 all time. That's just me personally. But like right now, I'm like,
there's a debate for that. You can argue that.
Yeah, that's
fine.
I feel like when you build a offensive off Steph, man, it's like nigga his off ball gravity, all that shit in between, bro. It's like, yeah,
listen,
Steph is that
we
guy.
know Steph is not the same guy. I agree with that. But we can agree LeBron is not the same guy either. So, but we know, but he's still very effective. I'm just saying these niggas that we're talking about.
I got a good one.